gotta be better at containing the basketball. Let's set up in some one-on-one full court. You know the drill. Intensity. Intensity! All right, guys, bring it in. We're going to shift to some late game situational drills now. We need to do a better job of closing teams out late. Coaches, set it up. Okay, we're good on the drills for now. Let's make sure we're getting better every day.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the Toronto Raptors. For Toronto, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. Fellas, it seems like so much goes into being successful at the professional level. I want to ask a more general question. What was the key to your success as a player and as a champion?
You know what? Most people would say you would start at the top, but I'll start where it began. Wilmot Benjamin, Tom Donahue, coaches who've helped me at my AAU, early stages out, then going to the late, great Jack Curran in high school. Those were the ones. And honestly, there's no bigger than family. My brother Vince and my dad were the ones who really got me there.
Well, you got to have great teammates. You know, I'm the first one to say, yeah, I have 4 championships, but one of my favorite teammates, Big Shot Bob. He saved me so many times. No.
Coming to you live on 2K Sports, it's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. Looking at the Lakers, they took the win in their last game against the Timberwolves in Minnesota. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Mirotic out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Jordan in at center. Now here is Lowry. 6 to shoot. And Thompson sends it back. Now the Lakers on the break. For the 3. That's good. The franchise has got his first 3 points of the game.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
There's a screen to the inside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Both free throws good from DeRozan. Here's Russell, and looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's the franchise, and the 3 off target. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Suns.
And in that game, guys, their 3-point shooting really was their own worst enemy. Even when they got the open looks, they just had an inability to knock them down.
And guys, you've seen it happen to every team. You have to be a threat from beyond the arc nowadays, and if your team goes cold, it really can sabotage your game.
Jordan. Good D by Thompson.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Hibbert gets the bucket.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Toronto, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's DeRozan. 17 points for him last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
That's good.
Well, I think this is the start they want it. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
Lowry dishes to DeRozan. Jordan sets the pick for DeRozan. Kicks it to Jordan. Pass to Ross. Fires the 3. And DeRozan at the basket on the assist from Ross. DeRozan's got 5 now.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
There's the pick. Pass to the franchise. A 3-ball. DeRozan with the rebound. Raptors trail by 3. To the right side. And it's Lowry penetrating. Mirotic has a wide open look. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Mirotic has got his first bucket of the night. The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Russell with it. Now the pass to the franchise. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. He has 5.
And a really good play to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Second chance shot. Jordan can't get it to go.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly. Alert and aware. Really reacted quickly to that shot attempt.
And James gets it to go.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Now, here's DeRozan. He has 5. Jordan the screen. There's the dish to Ross. 4 on the shot clock. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Lakers leading by 3. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey.
They'll be up against one of the true giants of the league in Roy Hibbert, and he talked about how impressed he is with Hibbert's dedication to improving his game, saying he's gotten better year after year, and now is one of the guys you have to account for really at both ends of the floor. Defensively, you've got to get low and try to root him out of the paint, and then on offense, we'll probably look to put him in pick and rolls to test his mobility. Seems like a smart strategy, guys. We'll see how they do.
Thanks again, Doris. 3-pointer. And down it goes. 3-pointer falls in from the franchise. Take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. The Lakers
number 1 in the league in terms of points per game a season ago. They play as a team, just really unselfish in terms of their brand of basketball.
So it's Toronto now. 6-point game. Lowry kicks to Stauskas from the high post. And the Raptors miss again.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
No good from the franchise. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Ball stolen. Got it. Good job in the low post. The franchise has got 10 points in the game.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. James outside. Passes it to the franchise. James outside. And again it will go. Basket is good from the franchise. He's got 12.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead.
And DeMar DeRozan, the star for this Toronto Raptors team, he said he wants to bring them back. Let's face it, it's never easy for Toronto to get the attention that Clark, the U.S. teams get. That's just a fact of life that even Vince Carter at his best couldn't change.
And, you know, I don't even know if winning the championship would change that. Quite honestly, even if DeMar won the MVP. Just saying.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Toronto right now, we've got Richmond, Lowry out there with Stauskas, and it's Stokes in at the 4 spot.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pass to Cobb. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Just 5 to shoot. Toole. No good with the triple. Raptors trail by 10. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And the basket by Stokes.
Well, Kevin, a look here at last year in the NBA where the Raptors ranked. First in blocks, second in steals. And they also ranked among the top 5 in points off turnovers. So did a nice job of turning people over and then turning those turnovers into points.
And that block shot ranking, really something to highlight. Their ability to contest and deny shots around the rim was a tremendous asset defensively.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Lakers. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Richmond the pass to DeRozan. Jordan the screen, and DeRozan. Here we go. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. DeRozan's got 7.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves just played phenomenal. He dropped a cool 33 points, and there didn't seem to be much you could do to stop him, shooting efficiently from both the field and the foul line. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
To the middle. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for the franchise. He has 17 points. He's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Richmond kicks to Ross. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Shoots it up, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
A moment here to look at the numbers for DeAndre Jordan. A very nice season year. Averaged about 11 points a game, 11 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
Here's Mayo, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Lakers lead by 16.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Jordan sets the pick for DeRozan. He feeds it to Mirotic. And the Raptors miss again. Los Angeles leading by 16. The franchise. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 22 points for Freak. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Russell against Richmond.
2 minutes.
Off the run. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
The shot's good from the franchise.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Now here's Richmond. Ross on the wing. Lets it go with a 3. And again, Toronto no luck.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
And that one's good. Russell.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
Now, here's DeRozan. He's got 7. They grab their own miss. And Jordan gets it to go. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Outside Mayo. Here's the franchise. DeRozan defending. Here's Hibbert. Cannot hit. Good D by Jordan. Raptors trail by 21. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Jordan the screen. Mirotic dishes to Ross. Had the space there, but it's offline.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Back to Russell. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And so a pretty lopsided.
Well, looking at the stats, it's hard to doubt you have been the #1 factor for your team. Do you feel like you're controlling the paint right now?
Am I controlling the paint? Yo, I'm always controlling the paint. Just natural to me. In high school, I controlled the paint. In college, I controlled the paint. Even when I worked in the hardware store, you know what? I controlled the paint section. That's what I did.
Kevin and...
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just can't shoot the triple any better than he did in that first half. That was incredible.
And here in the second, Greg, he's got to just keep taking them and making them. And if that's the case, no reason for him to stop.
The franchise in its shooting guard. Roy Hibbert is out there with Thompson. Then it's Russell. And it's James in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Dave Yeager. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. The franchise passes to Thompson. Down low. And the basket is in from the franchise. The franchise has got the opening bucket to start the second half for Los Angeles. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Toronto working the ball around now. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Mirotic has got his second bucket of the night. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's the franchise. He's got 27. James outside. To the paint. Here's the franchise. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And it's 29 points for Freak.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. Number 1, the Raptors.
You know, Kevin, it's going to be really hard to duplicate the level of success they had in the block shots category last season. I know they'll give it their best effort, but it's hard to imagine that they could do much better than last season.
And it's DeRozan missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The franchise, and he drops in the layup off the glass. The franchise has got 31.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Now, here is Lowry. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop. And while we have a moment, let's check the stats for DeRozan. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 18 points a game last season. 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And he paced the whole team in points per game last season.
Sure, his teammates knew he was their best option, so that's why they just kept feeding him the rock.
Lowry dishes to Jordan. Back to Lowry. Ross sets a screen for Lowry. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Lowry's got his second basket of the game.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. So for Toronto right now, they set the pick. Walton inside, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
the one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Stauskas kicks to Walton, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The Raptor shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. He dishes it to Jordan. Garrison. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Los Angeles?
Fantastic passing. We saw
Teams changing it up here. LA has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Inside. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Mirotic. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist from Ross. And that's 11 points for DeMar DeRozan. The Lakers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. They set the pick. The pass to the franchise. Inside, here's Walker. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Connects from 3-point range. Walker's got 10 points here in the second half.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Ross passes to Mirotic. Pulls up on the wing. And that one hits back iron.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
.135 left in the fourth quarter. The shot's good from the franchise.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark could seem toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And what a huge standout performance it was for the franchise. Just an outpouring of points.
Oh, my. How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw right there, Cam.
There's a good screen. Here's Ross. Got a piece of it. And they get it back. And they'll keep possession. Looking to end the run. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
2 shots. No good on that one. He doesn't get the second one. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to...
All right, now. What's up, girl?
Kevin, thank you.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back. Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game. Shaq, what'd you think?
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.
Check it out. Never knew a friend till I met a foe. Never knew pain till I met the game. Never had a real team that could win a ring. Never knew what a friend could do. Never knew I'd be bruised all black and blue. With my back to the wall. Scrap with my dog. Rap with my dog. Mean a land. Oakland, Los Angeles.